Hi, I'm Anastasia. I'm a customer support engineer here at Conservation X Labs, and I'm going to review the updated match page. If you are starting from the bulk import page, you will access your matches from the class column here. If you've otherwise submitted your encounters manually from the report and encounter options, then you'll find your encounters under Data, My Encounters. Just grab any one of these encounters here. My encounter page, I'm going to click on the annotation. In instances where you see multiple annotations, the one with the solid line is the one that belongs to the encounter that you're looking at. If I was to select this dotted line annotation, you'll see this little icon. It's going to take me to a different encounter page that this annotation belongs to, because as we may have covered before in a different video, an encounter represents one animal seen at a specific place and time. So in this instance, it is for this animal here on the right. So we'll select our annotation and click on Match Results to view. This first set of numbers represents our ranking. So number 1 would signify an animal that this particular algorithm has a high confidence of being the match, with the numbers getting slightly lower as we go forward. The higher the score, the higher the likelihood of the match, but what the score represents is going to be different for each algorithm, and that will vary from one trained instance of that algorithm to another. So we recommend focusing on the ranking instead of the match score as you review your matches. If one of these candidates is a previously identified individual, which we also refer to as marked individuals, you'll see its individual ID listed after the match score. In this particular example, you'll see unidentified because all of these candidates that it has populated have not previously been identified. So anytime you do see an ID here, it will be hyperlinked to that individual's page, so you'll be able to click on it and view that individual's details. This icon here will open the encounter for the candidate image that appears. Whether or not you'll be able to be taken straight to the encounter will depend if you either own that encounter or if that encounter is owned by a collaborator of yours. So if you don't have permission to view that encounter, you may instead see a pop-up window that will ask you if you want to start a collaboration with the owner so that you can view that encounter's particular details. You can also compare individual scores versus the image scores. By default, we display individual scores here. That computes one match score for every individual in the database, and this is an aggregate for each image score for that individual. This image score option over here computes the match score for every annotation in the database when compared to the query annotation, or the annotation from the encounter we started from. By default, we display a list of top 12 candidates, but you can manually update that here in the number of results field. So for example, if I want to enter 25, I'll press the enter key on my keyboard. That will refresh the page. It will give me additional candidates to review and a scroll bar so that I can We also have zoom icons so that we can zoom or pull back to get better view of the details on our candidates. There's also this shaded icon, which I know is long awaited. It replaces what used to be the inspect button, and what it does is it gives you a visualization for what that particular algorithm looked at to determine that this particular candidate was a potential match for your animal. This is what the visualization will look like for the MUID algorithm. The visualization for Hotspotter will still show the heat maps that you've been used to in the past, but this is a big improvement because before we didn't have this kind of visualization from UID. So I'm excited that this gives our researchers more visibility and another data point when reviewing matches. This pencil icon here hides and displays the annotation, and that little box icon at the end just pulls up the images side by side in a shadow box with the same tools at the top, just so that you can take a better look at your animals without the additional, visual noise. And then to minimize, we'll just click this button. And yeah, that's about it for our updated match page. If you experience any issues with your match results, let us know in our community forum or check our matching FAQ, which I will link to in the video description. Thank you for watching.